all you need to know, the Bloomberg Quint podcast that prepares you for the day's business. Good morning. You're listening to the daily morning update from Bloomberg Quint, and I'm Alex Matthew. Happy Monday to you. Today is the 2nd of December. Indian markets are likely to react this morning to data released on Friday that showed that the Indian economy grew at its slowest pace since 2013, with GDP growth falling to 4.5%. The fine print of the data showed that private spending was nearly stagnant, while consumption growth showed a modest uptick compared with the first quarter. Economists also expressed concern about the fall in nominal GDP to 6% during the second quarter. Slowing growth could open the door for more rate cuts this week when the Reserve Bank of India's Monetary Policy Committee convenes its bi-monthly meeting. The central bank may likely have to change its forecast for growth for the full year as well. But the question is, how much more room does the RBI have to cut rates further? Under Governor Shaktikanta Das, the RBI has already cut interest rates by 135 basis points in 5 moves this year. Other data that was released on Friday was more positive. The government's goods and services tax collections for October crossed the 1 lakh crore mark, rising on the back of increased consumption during the festive season. The GST collections for October, collected in November, stood at 1.03 lakh crore, compared with 95,380 crore collected for September and 91,916 crore in August. Among other factors that will likely influence trade today, auto sales data will continue to come in over the course of the day. Already, Maruti Suzuki has reported a near 2% fall in sales in November compared with the same month last year. Mahindra's sales declined 9% and that of Tata Motors fell 25%, but that also includes its commercial vehicles. Hyundai fared better though, with sales rising 7%. Maharashtra Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari said yesterday that the Maha Vikas Aghadi government in the state is concerned about unemployment and it will enact a law that ensures 80% reservation in private sector jobs for locals. Koshyari made the announcement while addressing the joint sitting of the state legislature at the Vidhan Bhavan, in which he laid out the new government's broader agenda for the coming years. The Airports Authority of India has recommended privatization of 6 airports at Amritsar, Varanasi, Bhubaneswar, Indore, Raipur and Tiruchirappalli, according to a senior government official. In international news, police fired tear gas as thousands of protesters marched in Hong Kong's tourist district, Tsim Sha Tsui, yesterday. Tensions re-emerged after the euphoria of pro-democracy victories at district elections last weekend. Protesters also marched to the U.S. consulate in a rally to express gratitude after President Donald Trump signed legislation last week expressing support for the demonstrators. A gauge of China's manufacturing sector jumped unexpectedly in November, signaling a recovery in activity amid government support and a stabilizing global economy. The official Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index rose to 50.2 according to data released by the National Bureau of Statistics on Saturday. That's the first reading above 50 since April, indicating an expansion in output. The non-manufacturing gauge was 54.4, which is the highest since March. Meanwhile, China's central bank governor Yi Gang has said that the country's monetary policy should remain prudent with room for adjustment as a prolonged downturn in the global economy is likely. Yi wrote an article published yesterday that the People's Bank of China should be prepared for a mid- and long-distance race, and it should stick to conventional policy as long as possible. Speaking about international markets now, US markets ended in the red on Friday, with the 3 averages losing close to 0.5%. In the Asia-Pacific region this morning, though, shares were trading higher after encouraging economic data released by China. With that, it's over to Darshan Mehta for the trade setup for the day in India. Good morning, Darshan. How are we looking at the start of the week?
Hi Alex, good morning. Good morning everyone. Global cues are muted at this point of time and the SGX Nifty is also indicating a muted outlook. But lots of stocks that we need to watch out for. First of all, watch out for telecom and telecom related stocks. So on the telecom side, there is Bharti Airtel, Vodafone Idea and Reliance Industries for Jio. And related stocks include a Bharti Infratel and Grasim. Grasim holds stake in Vodafone. Vodafone Idea and Bharti Airtel have hiked tariffs in the range of 15 to 50% depending on the plan. Post that, Reliance Jio also announced tentative hike in prices or of up to 40% in certain plans. Now, Credit Suisse says that they expect further tariff increase over the next 12 to 18 months and factor in a 55% ARPU increase by FY22. MK says that the quantum of tariff hike is higher than expected and it also comes with a strategy to restrict down trading. And Goldman Sachs says that the tariff hike significantly higher than expectation and it is positive for the telecom company. So all these stocks probably will react positively. The auto sales were out. Maruti total sales were down 2% at 150,000 units. The estimate was 146,000 units. M&M sales were down 9% at 41,235. The expectation was 41,764, so slightly below what was anticipated. On the tractor front also it was weak, 21,000 units versus an estimate of 23.7 thousand units. And Tata Motors was, even though sales was down 25%, the number came in higher than expectation, 41,124 versus the expectation of 38,780. Yes Bank will be in focus. They plan to raise $2 billion through preferential allotment. Investors include family office, there is institutional investors, there are some of the HNIs that have shown interest. One of the largest bid came in from Irwin Singh as well as SPGP Holding and they have bid for $1.2 billion from the entire $2 billion. Citi says that the capital raise will lead to significant dilution and will boost its CET1 ratio by 460 basis points to 13.3. Macquarie is saying they have big reservations regarding the quality of investors and Nomura is also wary of the quality of investors. RBL Bank will raise up to 825 crores via a preferential allotment of equity shares. DHFL will be in focus. RBI has filed for insolvency proceedings against the company. Adani Port will be in focus. New World Fund sold in 1 crore shares. That's capital that sold in 1 crore shares in the company. Ujjivan Small Finance Bank, the IPO opens today. The issue price is 36 to 37 and they have finalized the allocation of 8.2 crore shares to anchor investors. So a rather impressive set of anchor investors. In terms of brokerages, UBS has upgraded JSW Steel to a buy from a neutral. The project execution should lead to a re-rating and that's why the target price has been hiked to 315. They have also downgraded Tata Steel to a sell from a buy. The target price has been cut to 360. They are saying that they are yet to deliver on deleveraging. MK has upgraded Vodafone Idea to hold in wake of the tariff hike and financial viability. All the details of these brokerages will be on our website. But there's much more you need to know before trade actually starts. For that, log on to our website bloombergquint.com and click on the All You Need to Know tab and you will be prepared for morning trade.
Thanks, Darshan. Well, that's all we have for you in this podcast, but as always, there's a lot more on the website bloombergquint.com, so don't forget to check it out. This is Alex Matthews signing off. Have a great day and an even better week ahead.
I hope you enjoyed listening to All You Need to Know. Did you know that you could listen to the show on the IVM Podcast app? On the IVM Podcast app, along with this, we have a number of other shows which you think you'll enjoy. Listen to Cyrus Says with Cyrus Brocha as the host. Listen to Paisa Vaisa with Anupam Gupta. The Scene and the Unseen with Amit Verma. Or Shunya One hosted by Shiladitya Mukhopadhyay and myself. Check out the IVM Podcast app to get more talk content that you will enjoy.